Good morning, guys. Man, they went and locked the gate on me, guys. Look at this. They locked the gate. I got to go through there. Normally, this is open. There's another gate over there. That's the out gate. This is the in gate. And there's a little loop road right here. Right there. It goes around back over to my fishing hole, my mullet hole. That road over there goes down around to the park. There's another gate to the main park. Now that one they keep locked, so you can't get in the park. Park hours, 8 a.m. to sunset. Now I've been able to access this around here, over here to this little cove over here, forever. Crazy, guys, just crazy. What time is it? You know, I get here early so I can beat every. Here I am here at 4:44 a.m. Nobody beats Steveo to the fishing hole. No one. Oh, look at that moon over there, guys. Whoa. Whoa, look at that moon. She's starting to get full. Sunday, I went up to Gulf Hammock, see one of my old buds, and we spent half the day there fishing. I did. He didn't fish. He sat there and filed on an axe head. He sounded like the Grim Reaper behind me. He was sitting in a chair behind me with a file, working on his axe head. Sounded like the Grim Reaper. Anyway, caught 2 fish. I drove 130 miles round trip to catch 2 fish. I don't know what's going on with the fishing in this state, guys, but you would think somebody at the game commission would go, we need to start limiting mullet. Now down here, the bag limit, you can get, this time of year, you can get 50 fish. Now I was able to do that about, I don't know, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. And there was several years in there, we were just hammering them. I caught two 50 bag limits in 2 different days, and I did it in less than 2 hours. As fast as I could go with that big old 20-foot mullet stick, fast as I could go. So, am I part of the problem? Maybe. But, you know, somebody needs to be watching this stuff, because back in the day, I mean, it looked like there was no end to it, you know, but I guess they said the same thing when they were killing off the bison in this country. Yeah, the buffalo, American buffalo. I think they had a little brain seizure on that one too. But anyway, I'm here by myself. The way I like it. I'm a lone wolf anyway. The wind's blowing very lightly, very light. I like that. So anyway, yeah, you'd think the game commission would be watching this stuff and tuning up that. All the fishing's terrible, absolutely terrible. Because I got spoiled in the 50s and 60s in Florida with the fishing we had. The mullet looks like, guys, you could literally walk across them. They were that thick. Yeah, in the fall of the year when they were getting ready to row and go out to sea and spawn, it looked like you could literally walk on fish. It was incredible. Those days are done. They're all gone. And I don't see them, you know, it's a game commission. I guess it's like the fox watching the hen house is what it is with these people. I don't know if they're doing a whole lot for conservation. I may be wrong. Seems to be a lot of bears, getting a lot of bears now, tearing up beehives and stuff. They haven't made it to my backyard yet, but when they do, I'll have a surprise for them. Old Trapper Steveo is probably going to thin out the bears. Shh, we won't let them know about that, right? No. So I guess I got to sit here and think about fishing. I got everything. I like to get down here early so I can get my spot and everything, get set up and have my coffee. So I'm sitting here sipping on my coffee. And Oh, I had a funny one up there. I only caught 2 fish, guys. 2 fish, right? The first fish I pulled out, it took me, I mean, I fished hard, guys, I fished hard for like 2.5 hours before I caught my first fish. And I just catapulted them right up over my shoulder onto the bank, right? And one of the old local boys was there, and he went running over there to help me out. He had to help old Steveo, right? He grabbed my fish. Well, I got my little special cork. I'll show it to you later. Handmade cork that I use there's a reason for that cork, the way I make it. Anyway, I've got 3 number 6 mullet hooks, and these mullet hooks are strong, guys. These aren't the little flimsy wire hooks you fish for say crappie, right? Or bluegill. No, these suckers are strong. Anyway, you can actually I can catapult a great big roe mullet out of the hole, right over my shoulder with them. They're that strong. Anyway, he went running over there, and I put 3 of those hooks on there. I don't use a weight on the bottom. I just use my cork and the 3 hooks separated by about 1 foot with 1 hook on the bottom. He ran over and grabbed that fish to help old Steveo, right? And that fish thrashed, and it slung that hook, guys, right into his thumb. I mean, buried out of sight. And he goes, "Oh, he got me! He got me!" And I thought, "Oh God." So, and his little nephew there, he was going, "Oh, I forget the guy's name. Oh, Uncle Jed! Oh no! Oh no! Oh!" They were all panicking. The old boy, he was caught. He was caught in Steveo's bear trap right there, guys. He wasn't going nowhere. And I said, "Just a minute, let me help you." He's trying to get it out with his fingers. You can't get him out. You got to grab a pair of needle nose and get in there and snatch it out of there. So I told him, I said, I'm gonna have to snatch that thing out of your hand now. And okay. And so I got the needle nose right up there close to the barb as I could. And I said, I'm going to do this at count of 3 now. I'm going to pull on 3. Yeah. I said, all right, 1, 2, boom, 3. Out it came. Well, when I pulled, there was a hook hanging down here, guys. You couldn't have done this again if you tried. I pulled, and when I did, that hook come flying around and slammed him right into this pinky finger. Buried it slap out of sight. Oh, I'm hooked again. I'm hooked again. No. I wanted to laugh, guys, but I didn't. I did. Because he probably would have backhanded the crap out of me. I reached in there with him. I said, "Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, pop out." I said, "Let it bleed now. Let it bleed." So he walked over here a little bit. He's looking at his hand, holding his hand. Then he came back over by me. And I was untangling this frickin' mess, because it was a mess by then. Now, mind you, I never asked nobody to touch my fish, right? I just, and I said, "You know what the best part about this whole thing is, guy?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "It feels so good when it quits hurting." Oh, "You're probably right." He said, "You're probably right." Anyway, we had a little chuckle out of that. Anyway. All right, well, I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee, guys. See you in a bit. Well, here I am, guys, on the water. The girl just opened the gate. She said they've had vandalism here, so they said they set the bathroom on fire. That's over there in the park. Just great, huh? She says, "Sorry you had to wait." Oh well, here I am. It's dead low, guys. It's 7 o'clock dead low this morning. It'll have a high tide at 12:17. So this water will be chasing me up the hill. I'm on my little platform throne here. So we'll see how she goes. This is the time of year I normally get them, so If I start catching something, I'll let you know. Well, guys, finally got one. What time is it? Check my timepiece here. 9:04. 9:04. Looks like a little silver. Little silver mullet. They're good eating. Let's give him a little rinse job here. First one on the ice, guys. First one on the ice. Let's keep at it. Number 2, guys. Not a bad little fish. What I like to do is break their neck, bleed them out. Might just mess around here, guys, and get a fish dinner. I had to get away from the house, guys, because Miss Daisy and her girlfriend are putting up Christmas decorations. So I said, ladies, I have got to leave. Oh well. I see you took off one of my little white pieces. What I do is take zoom worms, the white zoom worms used for going after bass, and I cut them down little slivers like this, little pieces, and that's what you put on your hook, and it kind of resembles a piece of oatmeal. Sometimes you can catch 4 or 5 fish before they knock off this little piece. Oops, I got 2 of them knocked off. Thought I had some competition coming, but I guess he's driving on down the road there. Alrighty. There we go. I got her rigged up. I'm fishing about, from my cork down, I got 3 hooks, no weight, about 4 foot. Let's just keep fishing, see what we get. Well, the tide's coming in fast and furious, guys, and it's bringing the fish with it. So you gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. Look at that. Auto release. I like that. Auto release, guys. They're small silvers. They're small silvers, but they're good eating. They're good eating. Let's keep at her, guys. Keep at her.
Because my parents met dancing.
They met dancing in a show or
All right, guys. The next day, we're on the next day here. There's my mullet. I'm doing up some more here. Ended up with 14 fish. Actually, I quit fishing on the bite because I had plenty of fish, and there was 10 fishermen down there. So you got kind of a dark blood side. I put that down. Just butter here I'm putting in the pan. This is the fillet. This is the size fillet roughly you get out of those little silver mullet. Yeah, this is an excellent way to cook these, by the way. Boneless fillet. Little boneless fillet. Oh, I'm using sea salt, pepper, and paprika. Swimming in butter. Butter is an excellent, healthy fat. Yes, it is. Okay. Coach, can you come hold my camera a second? Come hold my camera a second. You can see where you're going there with the camera. Hold it by those 2 ears right there. There you go. Come up closer. Okay, so what we got? A little sea salt, pepper, little paprika. Thank you, assistant camera holder. Thank you so much. These cook very fast, guys, very fast. Excellent way to do mullet. You can eat a pile of this stuff too. Doing it like this. Now if you smoke these fish, they're very rich, oily, but these are kind of small to be smoking. But the big black mullet are very rich. You can't eat but about one of those. But if you cook them up like I'm cooking them, you can eat a pile of this stuff. Yes, you can. Good. Wow. I'll probably consume this entire thing plus this. Yeah, I was out catching every one of them down there, guys. Every one of them fishermen. There was like 10 of them. And I was the only one fishing with a cane pole, a 20-foot telescopic cane pole. And for some weird reason, they've never seen this technique before with my homemade 2-inch float. Like I was telling you before, mullet bite very subtle. And the way I designed that 2-inch balsa wood bobber, by the way, I made it with 1/2-inch square stock you get at Hobby Lobby.
And of course I epoxy it. I drill a hole through, and I have a little mandrel bolt that I put through on a drill motor, and I stick it in the vise. And then all I do to make it round, I use up emery cloth. And then I put a chainsaw file in the drill and bore it out with a chainsaw file in the center. And then I paint it and I epoxy it. That's my float. The beauty of that float is, because I use no weight on the bottom of that line, and I've got those 3 number 6 mullet hooks, it's the perfect weight when I throw it out there that bobber lays flat on the water. And when that mullet starts touching it or starting to mouth it, it starts tilting on a 45-degree angle. When it does, I'm pulling up and I have that fish. Every time. I'm going to brag a little bit. I'm out fishing all of them guys down there. Okay guys, that's it. That's the quickie. I ran out of battery yesterday. I wanted to give you more catching footage. I had some good stuff going on, but my camera battery went dead. Okay, that's it for now. Catch you on the next one. See ya.